Nelson Bundes. Welcome to the final Thursday of 2021 and the second final day of 2021. I am back in Mura Cafe once again. I always come back for the chocolate chip cookie. The sea salt chocolate chip cookie here is unbeatable. Oh, the video looks very likely. So this is the second last day of 2021, man. You know, it just feels like just yesterday when everybody was still talking about, wow, you know, looking forward to 2021 and all that stuff. And right now we are already at the final 2 days of 2021. Do you guys feel anything or just, nah, nothing, what the, you know, no big deal, no biggie, what the hell, I didn't even care about 2021 in the first place. Anyone? And I'm at Mura Cafe again. I just streamed, last week I streamed a lot from in front of this Christmas tree, but now that it's no longer the Christmas season, I'm no longer sitting in front of the tree. But you see, all this decoration continues to go on in Istanbul across the New Year. Why? Because in Turkey, all these Christmas tree things is not a Christmas thing, you know. It's a Mutlu Yıllar thing, which is New Year thing. Yes, all these are New Year decorations, not Christmas decorations here in Istanbul. Oh, very quiet start. Nobody's even saying hello. Take a look at around the cafe. Let's take a walk around the cafe. This is a really huge cafe with outdoor areas here. My favorite motocross bike. There's seats up here. And then, you know, I've streamed from those seats there. I've streamed from those seats there. I've streamed from the Christmas tree there. But this is the first time I'm streaming from that corner over there. And there's even a top floor over there. So really, I rarely see such huge cafes in other parts of the world because, like other parts of the world, rental for such a huge place is going to be super expensive, right? And it's very hard to maintain the profitability of a cafe this big. That's why even in Seoul, in Korea, cafes are super small, like very small. Keep it small. Why? Because rental is expensive. Go to show that rental here in Istanbul is not very expensive, but I never asked though, I never asked. Good morning, good afternoon, Son Cho from Singapore. He bought me 3 coffees before, thank you. Oh, Ron Lucas. Haven't seen you in like a month? Ron? Wow, welcome back, Ron. And you guys might have noticed I actually renamed this live chat from Limpeh Morning Coffee Chat in Istanbul to the Limpeh Live Chat in Istanbul. Okay. Now, why the difference? This is actually a suggestion from Retro, one of the viewers here, because when I label it morning coffee chat, yeah, it doesn't really tell people what this live stream is really about. It's really a chat about life. It's a live chat, yeah. So, I say by renaming the live chat, I hope to attract people who are here for the right reason, who are here to talk about everything about life, rather than expecting a travel show about Istanbul, you know. And short, no, this is not a new place. This is a Mura Cafe. I come here a lot. This is one of the 2 places I go back to a lot. But just I'm streaming at different places. I streamed from that seat over there before. Streamed from that couch over there before. I streamed from this Christmas tree, remember? And today I'm just in a new corner. See, I go to a new corner already, it looks different. I don't even have to go to a different place. Today is a very bad hair day for me. You know, you get a bad hair day when what happened when you sleep the previous night with your hair wet. or slightly moist, not fully dry. If you sleep with the hair not fully dry, the next day you're getting it, the bad hair day. Ron Lucas, I'm sorry I love to be part of your live chat, but it's 1:30 a.m. I'm gonna be changing my schedule soon. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, so thanks for joining me this much so far. You know, you joined me enough time to make me feel like it's a convenient time for you, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And this is the second last day of 2021. The final Thursday of 2021. What are you guys thinking? Like, what do you feel? The 2021 everybody have been looking forward to is coming to an end in just 2 days. Tomorrow is New Year Eve. How do you guys feel? Or you guys feel nothing? Or you guys say, I don't care about this bullshit? What's your feeling about being right now with just 2 days left to the very much anticipated and awaited for 2021? How do you feel? Low, time is just an illusion. Now, I'm not talking spirituality now. We're just talking normal life. Okay, let's switch our mind back to normal life and talk about real feelings, huh? Your real feelings. I'm very curious about people's feeling about this, because honestly, to me, yes, to me, really, time is pretty much just an illusion. And to me, 2021 or 2020 or 2222, I intend to live till 2222 at least. It makes no difference. These are all man-made stuff. But I know, like last year, a lot of people were looking forward to 2021. So I'm really curious for people last year who were looking forward to 2021. Now it's just 2 days left to the long-awaited 2021. What do you feel? You know, it's like you anticipate something so badly, and now the thing that you anticipated so badly is actually coming to an end. I'm so curious what that feels like for people, because I honestly don't feel anything. That's why I'm very curious about how people say. I'm always curious about how people feel about certain things, and whenever I ask people about these things, it makes me feel like I'm an alien for another planet now, because I don't feel those things. So I need to ask human beings how they feel about all these things, and then learn about human reaction. Low, ha 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 ha. Nah, no feelings. Ron Lucas, you have the best and most unique live chat. Example, you address each comment personally, plus many other things. Oh, thanks a lot, Ron. Thanks for appreciating what I do. I don't know how other people do their live chats, by the way, but because I am really chatting, I think I've kind of checked out 1 or 2 live streams to see how people live stream, and they don't chat. They always come prepared with one topic of the day, and usually just complaining about everything in life, you know. And then they just complain for 1 whole hour, which is something everybody do in coffee shop anyways. And they don't chat. They come with something to say and they say it. But I come with nothing to say, so I need to chat, you know. Yeah, I come with literally nothing to say. I don't prepare what to say every day at all. I don't even prepare where to go. Oh, good morning, Elijah. Sean. Well, I was thinking about 2021 earlier on. It seems like I didn't achieve much, sadly. So was 2021 how you feel it? It was like, how do you feel? Were you looking forward to 2021, and now that 2021 is coming to an end in just 2 days, how do you feel? Elijah, it's because they would have over 10,000 people. Yeah, honestly, if I have over 10,000 people, I don't know if I could still address everybody. But then again, I know I won't have 10,000 people because I don't complain about stuff. I don't complain about life. I don't complain about COVID and the government. So I'm very boring. I don't have mass appeal. Yeah, definitely I don't. I only appeal to. I am a very niche guy. I know. I've always known. I've always known that people who are interested to explore more about life, to talk deeper about life, are the extreme minority. Ron Lucas complaining for 1 hour. That's so funny. Yeah, that, you know, like especially for Singaporeans, complaining about everything is like the national pastime. So it's easy to just complain, you know. Elijah, it will be difficult to address everyone individually. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know how and what I would do if one day I get that many viewers, but honestly I know I'm not gonna get that many viewers. So honestly, I know by design I may not have that problem. Eski, hello. Wondering if you have made any New Year resolutions? I was just thinking about mine last night. Oh, I never make any New Year resolutions because to me, time is a continuous flow. I don't split time up in terms of, oh, this is 2020, that is 2021, that's we're coming to 2022. Honestly, I'm just talking about it to understand what you guys feel. But in my perception of time, life is just a continuous stream. There's no breaking up and defining different parts of time. Every day is a new day. Tomorrow, and so therefore, to me, if I'm going to make a resolution, that means you make a resolution because you see this period as one time block, right? If I'm going to block time up like that, right, then my resolutions will be a daily resolution because my time block is in terms of day. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. That's my time blocking. For most people, you have time block according to month and year, right? Typically year. But I time block by days. So if I have to make a resolution, I will have to make a daily resolution. Elijah, do you ever get any updates with your parcels? Oh no, I lost 3 parcels so far in Turkey. So, I love Turkey. I love living here. And the only one complaint I ever have about Turkey is just this, that I can never receive parcels from overseas. I lost 2 Amazon parcels and 1 parcel from Limpeh. All stuck in custom and never gets released. And my salt is stuck in custom as well. Lucky I never get an expensive salt. Eski, ha ha ha. And guys, welcome to the final Thursday of 2021. Yeah! And welcome to a very warm winter morning here in Istanbul. You see, yesterday I was wearing short sleeve with jacket, right? Today I don't even bother the jacket anymore. I'm just with a long sleeve and no jacket. Long sleeve and no jacket today. 15 degrees Celsius. So I don't even bother with the jacket anymore. Very warm winter this week so far. And you guys would have, I'm not sure if you guys realized that I changed the name of my live chat. I changed the name on live chat from Limpeh Morning Coffee Chat in Istanbul to Limpeh Live Chat in Istanbul. You guys notice this difference? I hope with this difference, right, YouTube shows my live stream to the right kind of people. Meaning I'm trying to attract people who want to talk deeper about life. But I realized that in my last title, Limpeh Morning Coffee Chat in Istanbul, it tends to attract people who half expect to come here to see a travel show about Istanbul, and really not what I'm about. So yesterday someone, Olivous Retro from this live stream, he or she, actually she, I know it's a she recommended to me to change the name of my live stream, and I did. So today, episode 75 is called the Limpeh Live Chat, where every morning here in Istanbul, I go to a different place or cafe, grab a coffee, and chat about life. That's what we're about. Sometimes I show you guys around Istanbul, but most of the time I don't because I just live here. I don't travel. And good afternoon, B from Singapore. Good afternoon, Kim Hill from Singapore. Elijah, yup, what? Oh, Retro! Yes, Olivous Retro here. She's the one who recommended for me to rebrand and rename my live chat program. And thanks to Olivous Retro, you can tell this tale to everybody. You can take ownership. This is from you. That from now on, my live stream will be called the Limpeh Live Chat in Istanbul. Not Live, but Life. Okay, where the whole point is to chat about life. And thanks to Olivous Retro, thanks a lot for the very good recommendation which I adopted. It helped me to rebrand this thing. I think rebranding is I gave it a thought and I realized that rebranding this live stream is very important because YouTube shows the stream to people based on what it's about. And I think I need to be more targeted to show my live stream to people who actually wants to talk about life. Yeah. Elijah, I was agreeing with seeing live chat. Oh, okay, okay. You know you have to be very specific, right? Because by the time I see a message, right, it's gonna be quite some time. And for those of you who just joined me, I'm back in Mura Cafe, my second favorite place to stream from. And for last week, the Christmas week, I was streaming in front of this tree, remember? Today, I'm streaming from a new seat in this cafe. That's the Christmas tree. That's the outside where I used to stream on this couch a lot, and today I'm streaming from the second floor. One day I'm going to stream from the third floor upstairs. This is a huge cafe. This is a huge cafe. I'm wondering, I think the rental here in Istanbul is not very expensive, because in cities like New York and Seoul, it's almost impossible to keep such a huge cafe profitable because of the cost of rental. Seems like the cost of rental is not that high, because I do see a lot of shops here in Istanbul where honestly nobody goes to, and they survive COVID, they survive there's one short period of lockdown here, they survived the lockdown, they survived everything, and they're still here for years. Maybe they bought the shop, maybe. Live stream. Oh, Olivia Retro. Why I don't like the term live stream is because by live stream it takes away, I think, the most unique thing about what I'm doing here, which is the chit chat. So this is a chat. So I want to keep the chat in the title so people know you're here to chat. You're not here to watch a stream. Okay. I still want to emphasize this, guys. You guys are not here to watch a stream. You guys are here to chit chat with me. Because if you are just watching, honestly, when nobody talks, I end. Because I honestly don't have anything to talk about. I don't come here with prepared. Sometimes I'm prepared because sometimes I bring you guys around Istanbul, right? So those you can watch like a live stream. But most time it's a chit chat where I don't come with any kind of prepared topics to talk about. So if nobody talks anything, I'll just end. Yeah, that's the thing. Kim Teo. You probably need to pay some fees to the custom to release your parcel. Ask the courier company. I can't even ask the courier company. You know why? Because when you contact DHL, DHL says that they passed it on to a so-called local carrier, and who is the local carrier is not stated at all. I don't even know who the carrier is. So there's no way I can contact. I can't even contact the customs directly. Crystal Moon. Good morning. I like the new branding. Crystal Moon from Churchill, New Zealand. You see, Crystal Moon, when you're here enough, I always remember where you're from. Ben Xie, you look like Korean. I do spend a lot of time in Korea. My wife is Korean. I eat Korean, speak Korean, do everything Korean, live in Korean part of New York. So pretty much I'm Korean, so yeah. You quake like a duck, look like a duck, eat like a duck, you're a duck, right? Yeah. Sherry, hi, good morning Sherry. And Ben here, welcome to my live stream. In case it's the first time seeing you. Where are you watching from? Let me know. And Sherry from America, watching from late night on the East Coast. Good evening Sherry, thanks for checking in. Oh, 지규씨 안녕하세요. 잘 지내셨어요? genki desu ka? Olivous Retro. Okay, I get it. About the stream versus chat, yeah? Yeah, I really want to emphasize that this is a chat show, not a stream show. That's why I don't want to use the term live stream, but live chat, Elijah, no Mr. Mock for a long time. I'm very scared because I cannot risk getting the allergy again. You remember the allergy I got? 14 hours of struggling alone in bed. I could have died from my allergy and nobody would know because nobody's there to take care of me. So I cannot risk that anymore. So I'm sorry, no more Mr. Mock. Hunter Witch, today or tomorrow's New Year Eve. Yeah, everybody. Now this is the thing I want to chat about today. It's just 2 more days. to 2021. This is the final Thursday of 2021, and tomorrow is the final day of 2021. The long awaited and long anticipated 2021. Now it's coming to an end in just 1 or 2 days. How you guys feel? How do you guys feel about 2021 coming to an end? I'm really curious how you feel, because I know a lot of people last year this time, everybody was so looking forward to 2021. Everybody is so anticipating 2021. And now that this thing that everybody has been anticipating and so dying for is coming to an end, I'm curious how you guys feel that 2021 is coming to an end. Share with me. Sherry, Las Vegas. I'm sorry. Okay, Las Vegas. I need to remember. Hunter Witch. I'm fine. Just call me Witch. You know, just 300 years ago, calling you Witch can get you burned on a stake. You know, I don't want to make you go to the stake and die. You know, just dance now. Sherry R, always nice to see you here. Always nice to see you guys, really. For me, even though I don't see your faces, I only see a name, which honestly is just a string of alphabets. Even though it's just a string of alphabets, I do feel you guys like real human beings, which is to me a very interesting and amazing thing. Like seeing you guys, the same names every day, start to build in my mind an image of a real person. I start to remember where you're from, what you like, what you dislike as a person, you know, even though all I see is just a string of alphabets. So it's actually to me, it's actually quite amazing. Elijah, yes, I remember what. Hunter Witch. Oh man, this camera is so broken. Hunter Witch. 2021 in Japanese year style is called Reiwa tree. I know. Yeah. I was there Reiwa first year and second year. Meiji Taisho Showa Heisei. Yeah, I know. If you look at my fan, is Reiwa Ninen. Oh. In case you guys wondering, what is Reiwa's 3 years? In Japanese style, Reiwa 3 years is the third year of the reign of this new Japanese emperor, which he names the dynasty of his term Reiwa. So, if you pronounce Reiwa in Mandarin Chinese is Limpeh. So Reiwa, this is the third year of this emperor. He's not Emperor Reiwa, by the way. He names the name, just like Qing dynasty. Qing is not the name of the emperor, okay? It's how he named his term. His name is term Reiwa, and therefore this is the third year of the rule of Reiwa. So in Japanese term, 2021 is Reiwa Sannen, and next year is Reiwa Yonen. Kim Teo, I feel normal, just another day. It's quite interesting. I think I'm getting this just another day reply from quite a few people who watch on my live stream. Yeah, I think people who watch my live stream belongs to some kind of minority or something. I don't know. Retro, I never noticed the difference between years until later in the new year. B, still working. Last working day of this year. Have fun chatting. Oh, okay. You still working? Isn't it like late afternoon in Singapore already? Elijah, there's no way to express of how 2021 is coming to an end. I guess things come and go through this ebb and flow which we call life. Yeah, but no, we're not talking philosophy here. We're not getting into the zone yet, guys. We're just talking about like simple feeling. How do you guys feel that now that 2021 is coming to an end? Just sharing a chit chat, like talking to a friend, not talking spiritual things. Okay. Hunter Witch. So in kanji, today, 今年是令和3年 Yep. 去年は令和3年 Olivous Retro. Interesting about Japanese New Year. And Japanese celebrates New Year on the 1st of January as well. There is no Lunar New Year. You know, the thing, that's why I keep saying, no, the Japanese culture is very different from Korean culture. And one of the biggest differences is this. Korean culture and Chinese culture both celebrates Lunar New Year, but Japanese culture has no Lunar New Year. This is the strange and interesting thing about Japan, which is very different from the rest of East Asia. The rest of East Asia celebrates Lunar New Year, but not Japan. It's never been in the Japanese calendar, by the way. It's not because they don't follow anymore. It's not because they abolish traditions, but it has never been so in Japan. Hunter Witch. Do you miss Showa old heyday? Kanashi. Kanashi kunaya. Nande kanashi na? Kanashi kunaya. Elijah, just an average day. Sherry, no expectation. Hopefully no disappointment. I mean, no expectations in terms of 2022, right? But I'm asking, now that 2021 is coming to an end, something everybody has been looking forward to is coming to an end. How do you feel? What's your feeling? Hunter Witch, my grandmother was born in Taisho 14 years. Wow. See, you guys see, this is how Japanese remember dates, not by 1925, but how many year of which emperor. This is real Japanese style of defining and understanding dates, So I was made samurai in Reiwa Ninen, second year of Reiwa. 僕は侍です。侍になった。侍になったわ。Olivous Retro. I think Japanese have different gods. Not called gods, not God with the capital G. In fact, it's not fair to call them gods because kami in Japanese, it's the same East Asian culture as spirits in Korea and spirits in China. It's an East Asian culture, kami. It's just spirit of everything. There's a kami for a tree, there's a kami for a rock. In China, they call it su jing. In Korean, we call it namu shin. In Japanese, we call it some kind of kami, kinokami, whatever. So, they are not gods in the Abrahamic tradition of understanding God. It's completely different. So it's even wrong to use the term God for Japanese kami, because kami, the definition of kami is closer to what the Western people call spirits, not God. To Western thinking or Abrahamic thinking, actually it's not fair to call it Western thinking. We should call it Abrahamic thinking, because Abrahamic thinking has a one defined God that no other traditions has. Okay, you don't find the Abrahamic one God idea in Hinduism, in Korea, in Japan, in China, nowhere. This is a purely Abrahamic thinking that comes from Israelite thinking. Okay, this is purely Israelite thinking. Let's be very, 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 very clear. Purely Abrahamic tradition. It's not. Therefore, talking about God with the capital G is actually a very niche thing in this world, because most parts of the world don't have this tradition. Okay, so most part of the world, including American natives, including South American Inca, all believes in spirits, all kinds of spirits, all kinds of so-called gods, which is not fair to call God. It's all spirits. Retro. I don't pay attention to the world, only what's going on. Sherry, how do you feel about the end of... I don't feel anything, that's the problem. That's why I need to ask people how they feel about things all the time, Sherry. See, if you know me in real life, you will see that I ask people around me, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that a lot? And they are always very puzzled why I ask very obvious things like this. Because I honestly don't feel the same about everything. And times like that always make me feel like I'm an alien from another planet. That I'm always trying to understand how humans feel and think about certain things. I'm always trying to learn about how humans behave, feel and think about certain things. And therefore I always ask, how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys feel that? I ask because I don't know. I ask not because I want to say how I feel. I ask because I don't feel it and I want to know, Hunter Witch, Meiji, Taisho, Showa, Reiho, Heisho, Heisei, Heisei. What's next? What's next? We won't care what's next for another 70 years anyways. Retro didn't mean to capitalize gods. But even like the gods of ancient Egypt, the Greek gods, you can't call them gods either. Yeah? By definition and by the way that is expressed, they should be all classified under spirits. Because God is a term, it's an Abrahamic term to refer to the creator. But none of these things are the creator. None of the Greek gods are creators. None of the kamis are creators, you know. Hunter Witch, I believe in God and the ancestor spirit. Yeah, ancestor spirits are also kami. Yeah, in Japan, everything is kami. Retro, yeah, not Abrahamic, demigods. Yeah, basically, you know, the creator God, the ultimate God is a purely Abrahamic idea. No other traditions in the world has this idea. So this is a very minority and very niche idea. Let's all understand this, because right now everybody seems to think that the whole world knows there's this thing called the capital G God, the creator, the maker. No, this is not in any traditions outside of Israelite tradition. Okay, you are literally believing in the God of Israel, and that's how the Bible says, God of Israel. It's not the God of any other countries. This is an Israelite belief. Hunter Witch, which period do you want to go past if there is a time machine? Not really. I don't have any period I want to go to specifically. I think I live in the best time. Actually, to me, any life and time that this moment is exactly the same, and it contains everything. To me, I don't have a time period that I specifically would want to go to, honestly. And I would be afraid that anyone would be given that kind of capability. If I have a wish, I will wish a time machine can never be built. That is my wish. We should never mess with these things. Sherry, I don't feel anything about the year ending either. That's why I'm asked you to. Yeah, true. I'm really curious how people feel about this. Adam Smith, how is it going, my Singaporean friend? Adam Smith, my young American friend, how are you? Welcome to the final Thursday of 2021. Do you feel the gravity of it? The final Thursday and the final 2 days of 2021. How do you feel? How do you feel, Adam Smith, about arriving at the final 2 days of 2021? The much anticipated, much awaited 2021. We're at the final 2 days. How do you feel? I want to know how you guys feel. Hunter Witch, I'm looking for the happiness in 2022. Why not look for the happiness today? And right now, why do you have to wait for 2022? Adam Smith, Zoroastrian, yeah, is a belief. Yeah, is it Zoroastrian and some of these other traditions, right? They are very closely linked to the Abrahamic tradition. Yeah, they're all linked. You know, even you could go back that's the Sumerian time. That's where the Abrahamic tradition comes from. These are all linked. So you can see all these things as one single system. Okay. So when I talk about Abrahamic tradition, I'm talking about the tradition that can be traced all the way back to Sumeria time. Okay, that's the tradition I'm talking about. Yeah. Hunter Witch, time flies, so 2022 would also finish soon. Yep. So how do you feel? How do you feel about time flies and that year after year you look forward to 2022 to be more happy, and then one day very quickly in a snap of finger 2022 is ended as well? How do you feel about all this, Hunter Witch? Qin Jiahui, Qin Jiahui, welcome. Talking about religion? No, I never talk about religion. Hunter Witch, yeah, here is the happiness and rest of place. Exactly. Here and now is the peace and the happiness. You never have to wait for 2022 to be more happy. You never have to wait for some imaginary future to be happy. If you cannot be happy right here, right now, and today, I guarantee you no imaginary future when you arrive in that point will make you happy as well. That's why I'm very curious, because a lot of people look forward to 2021 so much back then. I remember so much talk. And everybody's still looking forward to 2021, thinking that 2021 will make them happy. But now that there's 2 more days left to 2021 and it's coming to an end, was it that way for you guys? That's my question. Or was it just another year? Wasn't it just another year where you think you will be happy in 2021 and you are pretty much just the same? And by extension, I promise you, 2022 is not going to make you any happier either. See, the thing is this: you're not going to be happier in any imaginary future. If you are incapable of being happy right here, right now, you will be incapable of being happy in that moment of future when you arrive at it. You know why? Because happiness is not an external circumstances. Happiness is an internal state, or an internal habit and capability. If you do not have the capability for happiness, you will not be happy at any time frame, in any time, in any imaginary place or distance and time. Elijah, isn't Japan polytheistic? It's not fair to call Japan polytheistic, because when you say polytheistic, you imply that they believe in more than one God. And when you say believe in more than one God, again, your idea, what is the more than one, is the Abrahamic idea of God, which is not true. The Japanese tradition of kami cannot be defined by the English word God. So you cannot therefore call it polytheistic at all, because these spirits are not God. In fact, your clothes is kami. Can you call your clothes God? The plant you have at home is kami. Can you call your plant God under that polytheistic idea? No, you can't. So the thing is, Western academics is trying to classify things around the world that is not within the traditional idea of English language, and forcefully fitting them into English classifications that do not work. It's so different. Hunter Witch, you who make me feel relaxed are nice. I don't always make people feel relaxed. Actually, people hate most people actually hate my live stream. You guys like enjoy my live stream. Yes, I kind of like, I'm very thankful for that. But actually, most people hate my live stream, and I see it every week. How? Every week I lose subscribers, not game subscribers. Every week I lose 15 to 20 right now. I'm still losing subscribers. There was only 1 week where I gained like 7 subscribers, but last week I lost 27 subscribers again. So every week I'm losing subscribers, when my main thing is this live chat, yeah? Which means most people hate my live chat, isn't it? Olivous Retro, calendar is a construct. Maybe why we don't feel the years change, also subtle. Oh, Tresselville, good morning. Good morning, St. Martin's. Oh, good evening, Elma. Hunter Witch. Here's a kind of heaven. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Remember this feeling, Hunter Witch, because you can invoke and get this feeling in any time in your life, not just here. You just have to remember this feeling. Chin Jia Hui, 2021 is another year, but 2022 I will graduate. Congratulations! And get a new job, so there will be new challenges and more volunteering work as a leader in small groups. Interesting. Congrats for making it to the end. I hope you enjoy your new work. I hope you're getting a new job, not out of lack of money, but out of passion for doing that thing that you choose to do. Is very important. Because right here, right now, you don't lack money, yes? But I guarantee you, by the time you get a job, you're gonna lack money. Jobs make you poorer, not richer. since we are not on that topic today, I actually spoke about this a long time ago, right? Where how jobs make you poorer and not richer. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it today, but I'm just going to say, if you're going to look for a job, make sure you're getting a job out of passion, out of what you really want to do. Like if you're a game programmer, you want to look for a great programming job in a game developer. That's the kind of job you should get. Out of your passion, you do it. As a contribution to the world, you do it. But if you are trying to get a job for money, I'm sorry, jobs make you poorer, not richer. Jobs is the jobs are exactly the reason how people go into negative equity. If you never had a job, you will never be in debt. Yeah. If you never had a job, you'll never be in negative equity, and you'll never be in debt, and you'll always be richer than those in debt. Anyways, not on that topic today. Hunter Witch. Next month, my birthday and TOEIC test. Oh, good luck for your TOEIC. TOEIC is tough. I don't think I'll do well in TOEIC. Yeah. Even me, I don't think I'll do well in TOEIC. And next month is my birthday. Oh, so make sure you're on next month. Then I can wish you happy birthday. I sing you a song, okay? Sherry. Yes, many who are looking towards 2022 are not here anymore to see it. Oh, that's true. That's true. We are lucky to move forward. That's true. That's true. Let's observe just a moment of silence for those who last year this time was looking forward to the end of 2021 but never made it. Right? Let's just observe a moment of silence and memory for those around the world who didn't make it to the end of this year. Okay. Elijah, I'm actually relaxing right now. Good. Adam Smith, I love your live streams, my friend. Thank you. And for those of you who just joined my live stream, for those of you who have always been on my live stream, you'll notice that I changed the name of my live stream from Limpeh Morning Coffee Chat in Istanbul to Limpeh Live Chat in Istanbul. You guys notice the change? This is a change again thanks to Olivous Retro. Olivous Retro gave me a suggestion yesterday that I should rebrand my live stream from Coffee Chat to be more specific about life. And she gave me this recommendation which I adopted since today. So from now on, from today on, thanks to Olivous Retro here, this live chat will be called the Limpeh Live, L-I-F-E chat. Okay. So I hope as a result, YouTube shows my live stream to those people who are interested more about talking about life, rather than coming on expecting to see a travel show about Istanbul. There's too much Turkish language. Türkçe çok birazcık sadece konuşuyorum. Çok biraz. Çok. I just said in Turkish that I speak very, very little Turkish. So I'm not at a level where I can understand this whole thing. Sherry, I really like your chats. Thanks a lot. Waiting. Hey, welcome. I'm not sure I've seen your name on my live stream before. Waiting. Where are you watching from? What are your thoughts on bullying? If you ever have a kid who told you he experienced it in school. Oh, interesting. This is an interesting question because I never have had it before, and I have plenty of experience about it. Why? Because I've been through the same school system. Yeah. So back then, right? They were in my school since elementary school. Okay, I'm not even talking about middle school and high school. Elementary school, I see extortion. I see gang. In my elementary school, there's this guy who go around extorting everybody for 50-cent coins, and he got public caning. Yeah. And all the way through, from elementary school, I watched the bullies, to middle school, I became the bully, to high school, I laugh at the bullies, kind of thing. So I say now, bullying is always going to be around in school. I think the most important thing is twofold. Number one, the bullies themselves will grow out of it. Okay, bullying is just a phase of life. And if you're not a bully, know this, that bullies pick their targets. They pick the targets that allow them to do what they do. Now, I think it's very important that if I have kids in a school, I will teach them how to not be a target of bullying. It's very important. How you basically become not a target of bullying by the way you behave, the places you hang out, the people you hang out with. You just be careful about all these things. Yeah. How you behave, the stuff that you use, how you portray yourself, who you hang out with, which part of the school you like to hang out with. Oh, so important. There are parts of the school you should never hang out in. Okay? Yeah. Elma. Oh, happy 75th consecutive episode. Thank you. Yeah, 75th. This is 75 days I've been doing this, non-stop. Even when I had my really bad allergy, I was doing it. I remember. Adam Smith. I should be getting my associate's degree next year. Oh, congrats. Keep going, man. Academics is important, by the way. Only very stupid people will tell you academics is not important. Oh, what happened to my cookie? Pardon? Cookie, yo? Okay. I'm still waiting for my cookie. Oh, 19 people, welcome. Wow. Surprisingly, a lot of people, yeah, today. Hunter Witch, I don't flatter you, and everyone loves your channel. Thank you. Hunter Witch from Japan. Adam Smith. And then after that, I'm gonna go to university and get my bachelor's degree. What are you gonna major in, Adam Smith? If you are called Adam Smith and you are not doing either finance or economics, there is a heresy to this name, Do you know why? Do you know why, Adam Smith? Do you know why? I bet you're too young to know why your name is associated with finance and economics. Do you know? Thank you. And yes, these are what I come to Mura Cafe for. The sea salt chocolate chip cookie. Good night then. Chocolate chip cookie that is saltish, not sweet. This is homemade by the boss mother, So you don't get this in any other cafes in any other parts of Istanbul. Sea salt chocolate chip cookie, so it's saltish, not sweet. So nice. I always come back to Mura Cafe to stream because for this cookie. I actually miss this cookie, like once or twice a week I'll miss this cookie. Something like the sea salt tastes so natural. Not like table salt, sea salt tastes so good. Saltish cookie. And with coffee, Cho Wizard, the taste of heaven. Wow, 19 viewers, wow. For those of you who are new to my live stream, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, yes, I'm here in Istanbul, I go to a different cafe or location here in Istanbul, grab a coffee, and then we chit chat about anything and everything in life. That's why it's called live chat. And today is a warm winter morning here in Istanbul, 15 degrees Celsius. So I'm even without a jacket. Today I'm not wearing a jacket. So it's just a long sleeve with a scarf. And if you enjoy my live stream, every morning 10:30 a.m. Turkish time, okay, tune in. Chin Jia Hui. I'm taking a gap year before I choose a degree to find out what if I like it. Very smart. Jin Jia Hui, very smart. Oh, very smart. Where are you watching from, Jin Jia Hui? Just very smart. Take your time to think about what you want before committing. So many people make the mistake of just rushing into a degree, rushing to finish a degree, rushing into a job just to find that just to realize they screw their entire life up, stuck in a lifestyle and a job that they don't even like. And then you know what? These people will start to complain about life. Say life sucks, working life sucks, when these are all the personal choices, honestly. You gotta be smart about this choice. It's a very important choice. And Jin Jia Hui, you are very smart. Take the gap year, slow down, and then think carefully what direction you want in life before you commit to a degree. So important. Especially in Korea, I see this in Korea so much that it's actually painful, because even in China, I spent 10 years in China, 5 years in Korea. Even in China, I see the same thing, where people will just rush into a degree, any degree, as long as it's a degree. They will take any faculty that accepts them, regardless of the faculty. They will take up shit degrees that they neither like nor passionate about, and they don't care learning for, just for the degree so that they can find a job. This is a very sad way of living, because ultimately you hate the job, and every day you have to work the job that you hate, and you hate life. And in the end of your life, after 40 years, you completely waste this trip because you rushed. Because you rushed into a degree that you didn't like in the first place. Okay. Olivous Retro. Yes, I agree. Good chats. You just need to decide how to attract the kind of viewers you want. Yeah. But I don't really give too much thinking about attracting people or marketing kind of thing. I don't really care. Ijime, bullying. Bullying exists in every country in the world, and bullying is actually a very big problem in Korea right now. In Korea, you watch the news, they really highlight the problem of bullying in Korea middle schools these days. And you know what? The bullies are usually girls. Now, girl gangs in school, in Korean schools, are a very big problem. Not guy gangs, no, girl gangs. Girl gangs are extremely brutal in Korea right now. Sharia. Oh yes, 75 live chats. Wow, yeah, amazing. Amazing what anyone could do if you just take things one step at a time. I have one adage in life. I live by this adage in life always. You want to know how? If you adopt this adage in life, then your life will become a lot easier. The adage is this: I always take things one impossible thing at a time. I always solve things, I break everything down and I solve everything one at a time. That's what I do. Even like this live stream, I will take it one day at a time. And by taking it one day at a time, I'm at my 75th day. It's amazing, right? Oh, is it cool? Türkçe anlamadım. Çok anlamadım. Çok biraz sadece konuşuyorum. Çok biraz.
Ben kurmadım evde Noel ağacı. Annemin yılbaşı.
Sharia. So Limpeh means I. We are calling you. Yeah. Limpeh means I'm your father. Limpeh is a Singaporean slang that is used to sound arrogant and sound cool. I would say Limpeh this, meaning your father, okay, is do. It's a way of being arrogant, okay. Adam Smith, do you go to college? Of course I did. Adam Smith, I'm going to be majoring in religion and philosophy. Oh, interesting. Why religion and philosophy? Adam Smith. Why is my last name associated with, not last name, your whole name, Adam Smith, associated with finance? Wow, you see, young generation don't know this anymore. Do you know that in the 80s there was a major finance and like investment program, a program that talks about money, yeah, a very very popular program, and it's called Adam Smith Money World. So Adam Smith is a name that is very very closely related to money and finance and economics, to people who grew up through the 80s like myself. Okay. So people who grew up through the 80s, we grew up watching Adam Smith Money World. I watched Adam Smith Money World. You don't know. Who here don't know Adam Smith Money World? Raise your hand, please. Who here knows Adam Smith Money World? Do you guys know Adam Smith Money World? That program? Chin Jia Hui from Singapore. Oh, okay. So good afternoon, Singapore. Hunter, which do you speak Cantonese? Yeah, I speak a bit of Cantonese, not that great. Like I said, I speak a bit of everything. I'm not perfect in anything. I have no mother tongue, but I speak a little bit of everything, even Cantonese. Sherry, focus on one day at a time. Good advice. Well, Sherry, it's not just a good advice. It is reality. Tell me, you live right here, right now, today. Could you focus on tomorrow? How does anyone focus on tomorrow? You can only focus on today. You can only focus on right now. Chin Jia Hui, do you have insights on human resources field? No. You know, back then when I was young, human resources wasn't even a thing. All these are very new things, yeah. Oh, in case Chin Jia Hui, you don't know, I'm coming 46 years old. I'm your father's generation. Okay, so I don't know a lot of things about this generation stuff. Right? I don't know all these new things that's going on. Honestly, yeah, Chin Jia Hui, I could have been your father. Chin Jia Hui, can you imagine you walk down the street with me, someone asks you, "Oh, your boyfriend," and you say, "No, my father." I am the age of a father. If I had a daughter when I was 24 years old, my daughter would be you right now, and I would be that father. Imagine me walking down the street with you. Okay, I bet you're not even 24, right? 22. Huh? So I can be walking down the street with you as my daughter. You know, amazing. Hunter Witch, 혹시 토익 나 시험에 약해요? 나 토익 안 해봤어요. 토익 자체가 안 해봤어요. I've never taken TOEIC before. Olivous Retro, I remember seeing that show. PBS, yes, PBS, Adam Smith Money Show, Money World, you know, right? So if you know Adam Smith Money World, you're my generation. You grew up in the 70s and 80s. Hunter Witch. Really, I really like Hong Kong music. Oh, interesting. You know, I see these days, actually I observed this trend in Japan. When I was in Japan, I have a lot of friends that are like that, who enjoy a lot of East Asian cultures, like Chinese stuff and Korean stuff, even North Korean stuff. So I find it very interesting because this generation, the new generation of Japanese, it's so open-minded to learn and appreciate the cultures of other East Asian countries, but not the previous two generations, really. Introduce yourself in Cantonese. 我係 Limpeh 啊，早晨，唔該啊。廣東話我識聽唔識講啊。Chin Jia Hui, no worries. Chin Jia Hui 50s. Chin Jia Hui 50s. Adam Smith. I majored in accountancy, and then after that, I furthered into economics. So actually, by vocation, I'm an accountant or an economist, but I've never worked as either. 한테위치 저는 수학에 약해요. 아 수학 나도 수학 엄청 싫어요. 엄청 싫어. 나도 수학 엄청 싫어. 겁나 싫어. 근데 수학 엄청 중요하거든. 수학 약하면 이 세상 모든 걸 좀 이해하기 좀 어려운 것 같아요. 그래서 그러니까 수학에 좀 더 열심히 해야 될 것 같아요. So, are you still doing anything fitness related? Of course. Add me on my Instagram and you can see what I do for fitness every day. I still post on my Instagram. Oh, Jinjahui, it sounds like you've been following me for a while. To know that I'm even interested in fitness, you have to be following me for quite a while. Adam Smith, nice man. My friend is going to be majoring in economics. Oh, nice. Sugar 그거 따위는 난 됐으네. 소난야. Adam Smith, what's your Instagram? You can see my Instagram address at the end of every of my videos. Just check out the end of any of my videos because if I tell you now, you won't be able to spell it. Limpeh _in_underscore soul. Most people can't even spell it. Limpeh _in_soul. Limpeh in soul. Yeah, that's my Instagram. But honestly, if you just put in Limpeh, I think I'm the only guy that pops out anyways. Jinjiahui, yeah, I watched some time ago. Oh, no wonder. And you've never added my Instagram, Jinjiahui? 하나, 둘, 셋. 一つ, 二つ, 三つ. 一二三. 一二三. 1, 2, 3. B, iki, tush. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Jinjiahui, no, haha. Adam Smith, Money World. I want to learn Chinese one day. It's a really nice language. Chinese is a good language to learn. Utility language. I would say if anyone's interested in languages and you're not a fanboy of any languages, then I will always say always learn the utility languages first. To me, the utility languages are number one English. I see so many people learn Korean before they even learn English. I don't know why. English is the most important language in the world. Panan. English, Spanish, Chinese, Mandarin Chinese. There's no such thing as Chinese language, by the way. China is like India. There are many ethnicities and many languages. There are about 56 different languages in China. Okay, so we're talking about Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin Chinese, the common tongue. Like India, there's about 86 different languages. Okay, there's no such thing as an Indian language. Okay, so yeah, to me, the utility languages are English, Chinese, and Spanish. To me, these are the three utility languages. You do these three, then there's a good reason to learn anything else, honestly. Hunter Wish, I agree. Chinese music, Chinese sound music. I love China. 我爱中国. You know, I see the new generation of Japanese, right, with this very good attitude. I don't see in the last generation. Honestly, I don't see this attitude in the last generation. Maybe have you been to India? Yeah, of course I've been to India. I've been to the Cochin Kerala area. And welcome Marvel to my live stream. First time I'm seeing your name on my live stream. I'm now here in Istanbul. And in case you're new to my live stream, this is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, I go to a different cafe or location, grab a coffee, and then chit chat about life. That's why this is called a live chat. Thanks to Olivous Retro for this new name. And today is a very warm winter day here in Istanbul. I'm not even with jacket anymore. No? I'm just wearing a woolen shirt, no jacket. And you can see today it's still raining. I'm not sure if you can see the rain. A sunny, rainy day in Istanbul today. And welcome to my live stream. This live stream happens every day, 10:30 a.m. Turkish time. So do stay tuned and do join me every morning, 10:30 Turkish time, which is late afternoon Singapore time, late night American time, and morning European time. Hunter Witch, in Singapore, I enjoy chatting Indian people in 2009 summer. Oh, interesting. That's why, I keep saying, there is no such thing as a Singapore ethnicity or a Singaporean race. Singapore is a multicultural society, just like, more like New York, where there is no such thing as a New York race. Yeah. So it's really like yeah. Marvel, cool. Thanks for the welcome. No problem. Where are you watching from, Marvel? Adam Smith, do you speak Mandarin? Yeah, I speak Mandarin. Marvel Tan, I love India. Hindi learner here. Oh, I learned Tamil. I didn't learn Hindi. I dream to live in India like you are in different countries. Oh, okay. India, like I always say, if you have been following my live stream for the past 2 months, right? If there is no COVID, right now I'll be in India. Because this year, especially next year, I really want to be in India for the Shivasra. I wanted to do a retreat in India, a 1-year retreat. But because of COVID and all the visa restrictions, it's very hard to do it. It's such a waste. Right now, without the COVID, I'll either be back in Japan or in India. I won't be in Istanbul. Honestly, you guys know how much I love Istanbul, right? But honestly, if without the COVID and all these travel restrictions, right here, right now, at least in 2022, okay, I'll be going to either Japan or going back to Osaka or India. Hunter Witch, 什么动漫? What animation do you like? Doraemon. Oh, Doraemon, 아니야. Doraemon 안 돼. Ajin. This is my latest favorite. Ajin. Ajin 知ってる? Ajin 知ってるの? Ajin. Manga no Ajin. 知ってるの? Marvel Tan, Singapore. Oh, welcome. Good afternoon, Singapore. Adam Smith, you should teach me Mandarin. No, nobody can teach you Mandarin. You need to go to a language school. Hunter Witch, Singapore love Japan. Singapore used to be Japan. Okay, I always speak historical truths. Singapore not only loves Japan, Singapore was Japan for 3 years and 8 months. So it still was Japan. Plenty of people born during that era who were fully Japanese. Shonanto, Singapore. Shonanto to iimasu. Singapore wa Shonanto to iimashita. Oh, Adam Smith, I love Chinese history. Oh, I love Chinese history. I study a lot because China history is an extremely well documented ancient history, which every anthropologist must study if you want to learn about human beings, especially human beings from the period of AD 1000 and before. so well, so about AD 1500 and before, so well documented. Very few countries in the world has documented history before AD 1005, not even Japan. Japanese history starts after AD 1005, you know. And any history before AD 1005 in the whole region of, in pretty much other than Egypt, is only China has such records. And even Egyptian records are not complete, not as complete as Chinese records for the history before 1500 AD. Very fascinating. I'm fascinated with Chinese history too. I study China history a lot, very deeply, especially when I spent like 10 years in China. Yeah, 10 years, 5 years in Shanghai, 5 years in Beijing. And that 10 years I studied everything about China so deeply. I studied the history, I studied Taoism, I studied Confucius, I studied a lot of the Chinese martial arts, Qigong and everything. I explored very deeply this China thing. 저는 짱구도 좋아해요. 짱구 귀엽긴 한데. 근데 나 아니메라면 나 귀여운 아니메 좀 별로. 난 좋아하는 아니메가 좀 그런 독립적인 아니메 더 선호하는 것 같아요. 저는 솔직히 이제 요즘 아니메 많이 좋아하지 않는데, 요즘 가장 좋아하는 아니메가 좀 좋아하긴 하지만 기메츠 노 야이바 아세요? 혹시? 기메츠 노 야이바 아마 요즘 아니메가 제가 가장 좋아하는 아니메 중 하나예요. 그런 아니메가 좋아해요. 솔직히 제가 영어 아니라면 가장 자연스러운 언어는 아마 한국어야. 신기하지? Hunter, which colony. Yep, Singapore was a Japanese colony. Yep. And every colony, even like Taiwan, any form of colony will retain or will always retain the culture of the colonies. Like Singapore retained the British culture and the Japanese culture very deeply. And Taiwan retained the Japanese culture very deeply. Hong Kong retained the British culture very deeply. Yeah. Every colony will retain the culture of the colonies very deeply. Olivous Retro, I heard Italki is pretty good. Yeah, Italki is good for learning languages, of course. I was just about watching The Forbidden City. What's The Forbidden City? Qinjiahui. What book do you recommend for Chinese history? I don't think you need a book. Just Google. Just Google for whatever specific period. But I think you should first know. Go to Google, and then there is this map that shows you how China evolved since like Sui Chao, since the Sui dynasty, how it evolved, and they show you the size and shape of the land, how it evolved. That I think should be the first lesson about China history. Qinjiahui. Why do you think China records so much of its history? It's not just China. All East Asian countries record everything when they learn how to. So China learned to record stuff first, which then passes on down the skill to Japan and Korea. That is history. I'm not trying to be nationalistic or what. I don't really care about China in the first place. So, but that's how it was. China invented the recording and printing, right? One of 四大发明, the four major inventions of China. So that's how it started, all this recording thing. Because they can, and therefore they did. Every culture attempts to record their history, but they didn't have the technology of ancient China in terms of printing and record keeping. Therefore, back in old Sumerian times, they still record. They record by carving in stones. Egyptians record by drawing on the walls, right? So China invented the use of paper. 造纸 is from China. The use of paper, the use of parchments came from China, right? So therefore, they have the technology. They have a better technology for recording the history. But before they invented that, also they recorded the history by carving on bones. 甲骨文, that's the Sui dynasty time. Sui and Zhou dynasty time, where they were carving on bones before they invented paper as well. So if China never invented paper, then most of its history will be lost, because carving on bones just don't preserve that well, you see? So it's not about they want to do it or not, but it's just that they have the technology to do it, whereas most other parts of the world during that time did not have that technology. 心脏, Crayon 心脏. Crayon 心脏. Hunter Wish, I feel guilty for Korean people because Japanese army was cruel there. Now, okay. Now, this, if you ask me about Japanese atrocities across not just Korea but the whole of Asia, okay, because I've been in the military for 7 years, this is my own feeling. It's controversial. People don't like my answer, but my feeling is this: if you are not personally in the war, you don't know. That's all I will say. Cruel or not, it's not up to you or me who were not personally in the war to judge. We can only see some photographs that may not be representative of the whole. We see some data, may or may not be true. Those times, those numbers, who knows? If you're not personally there, you really don't know. That's why I always say, how did I come to this conclusion? Because I spent 7 years in the Navy and I've done real combat deployments, okay? And what I experienced is, really, if you're not really there, you really don't know. If you're just watching the news or you're just looking at numbers, you don't know what we go through. You simply don't know, okay? So don't be sorry for something you did not personally experience or did not personally do, okay? It's just a story. Everybody have their own version of the same story. Just know that we don't know. That's the best thing. Why you want to take responsibility for something you never even experienced or you don't even know? Just say you don't know, right? You don't know. For real, you don't know. Especially this generation of Japanese, you really don't know. Huh? I'm not saying war atrocities do not exist. They do. I've been those places. I have seen people do crazy things. But I want to say this, that do not judge unless you're there. Do not apologize unless you're really doing it. And I'm telling you this, if you were born in that era, in that army, that's exactly what you right now will be doing, and me right now will be doing. There is no choice. That is the times. It is not up to us as later generations to judge these actions. Okay? Yeah. That is me. That is what I realized and what I learned from 7 years in the military, who has real combat operations and see real dead people in my life before. Olivous Retro, I didn't know Singapore was a Japanese colony. Yeah, most people didn't know. Singapore was a British colony and then a Japanese colony. Singapore was a British colony as well for 200 years. The British are colony on every continent, yeah. Very, I'm actually quite thankful for British colonists. Honestly, wherever they go to, they make the place better. Honestly, I can only honestly say this. Everywhere I've been to that was a major British colony, they made it better. They didn't make it better for the local culture, yes. They didn't make life better for the people, yes. But they improved the infrastructure to a point that you cannot be not thankful for. Look at Shanghai, look at Hong Kong, look at Singapore. All these places were built based upon the infrastructure of the British colonies. We cannot deny this. That's why you see, in my live stream, I don't talk about feelings, I don't talk about politics, I only talk about real things. I don't take sides. I only look at what is real, good or bad, that's all. I don't take sides with any form of morality or politics or anything. I just see what is. And I cannot deny that British colonies bring improvement to everywhere they go. Retro, the Forbidden City in Beijing. Yeah, but I don't know there's a movie about the Forbidden City. Hunter with Shonanto. Oh, Shonanto. Retro, Ming Dynasty? No, Forbidden City is not Ming Dynasty, by the way. Forbidden City is built by the Yuan Dynasty. It was called Yanjing before it was called Forbidden City, which means Zijingcheng. Before it was called Zijingcheng, it was called Yanjing. And Yanjing literally means the capital of the Mongolian people. So that building is literally Mongolian, not even Chinese culture. Hunter Witch. Younger Japanese people are ignorant of the history and election. I feel shy as a younger Japanese. Don't be. Don't be. You don't know the history, that's all. Finish. Full stop. You don't have to. Just know that you don't know, that's all. That's all you need to do. You never have to. Because, like honestly, 70, 80 years ago is not that long time ago. It's actually very recent. In my perception of time, World War II is very recent. Very recent in the history of mankind. So, it's a very recent thing, right? And we can still feel the effects today, definitely. But if you don't know, okay, then you just don't know. That's it. Full stop. Don't have to add drama to your own life like that. Olivous Retro. Oh, parchment. I was wondering about that. Yeah, parchment. How making of paper. Hunter Witch. No war. Where there is human, there will always be war. Where there's human, there will always be fighting, and where there's fighting, there's always war. 有人的地方就有恩怨，有恩怨的地方就有江湖。Retro, no war. I won't say amen to that because that's the nature of human. That's a reality that we need to accept rather than to pray against. Like again, you guys will notice that I'm an extremely pragmatic person. I'm a spiritual person, and everything I look at and do and my attitudes are always very practical. And this is the core of spirituality, not believing based on hope, not playing with hope and illusions, but embracing of the ultimate truth and existential reality. This is spirituality. And where there's human, there will always be war. And this is something we all have to accept. I don't ever pray for no war. I don't ever wish for no war because it's just a wishful thinking. By nature, as human, there's always going to be war. Yes, you can't help. Hi May, good afternoon May from Singapore. Hunter Witch, I see me is me, exactly. You are you. Don't identify with yourself with the whole of Japan. You are born in Japan, and so far you like to call yourself Japanese, but honestly you can easily call yourself any other thing. You don't have to be identified and connected with that whole history. Like me, I have no connections with anything. Any nationality, any culture, I break all connections. I don't identify with anything. Nothing burdens me down, and therefore I drift around the world like a free spirit. I don't feel offended by anything that is not personally me, Chin Chia Hui. What do you think British influence on the colonies? Oh, I think I just explained that, right? The infrastructures, basically, they improve the place. Everywhere they go to, they improve the place greatly. Singapore would not have been the way it is if not for the British. There is a lie Singapore like to tell. Okay, I'm sorry to call it a lie, but it's a blatant lie. Because you find this lie in a lot of Singaporean songs, and that is Singapore grew from a fishing village to the mega city it is. No, I'm sorry, it did not. It grew from the city, already the most advanced city in Southeast Asia built by the British. It was built upon that foundation. It did not start as a fishing village. And if you want to talk about the fishing village era, that's 200 years of work by the British government that you cannot claim to be your own. Yeah. The whole, even today, you go to Marina Square, go to the Marina Square area, the entire area is still British buildings. Everything is British. The High Court, the Supreme Court is British. The Parliament House is British. Everything's British. It's still British. It's built upon that foundation. Today, the General Post Office is still there. The British General Post Office, isn't it? So that's the thing. Singapore did not go from a fishing village to a mega city in what's that, 50 something years, right? This is the mega lie I hear all the time. Oh, we grew from a fishing village to the city, to the first world city today in just 50 years. I'm sorry, no, that took 250 years. That started from the British time. If not for 200 years of British infrastructure, Singapore would never be able to reach where it is today in just 50 years. Huh? I'm against nationalism spirit, I'm all for fact and history. Fact. Look at the facts, Hunter Witch, do you remember I mentioned GDP yesterday and you didn't understand me, but it's okay. Shall I explain again? What do you mean? I don't understand. I don't even understand this question. Okay, Kamane. Kamane what? Adam Smith, I wish there was world peace. I don't even wish for that. I only wish for inner peace. And therefore everywhere I go is peace. Hunter Witch, even at the workplace, I think it's war. Yes, where there's human, there's war. You either fight with weapons, or you fight with ideas, or you fight with words, you fight with emotions. There's war in your own family, come on. To be honest, I'm autism, so I might bother you, Gomene. Oh, autism, so? What's the big deal? I don't even feel like you're autistic, because from what I read here, very normal. So what's the problem? To be honest, if you bother me, it's because you choose to. It's not because you're autistic. Anyone can choose to bother me if they want to. It's never because of certain things, okay? It's all a choice. It's never because, oh, I have PTSD, oh, I have autism. No. It's because you choose to throw Limpeh, that's all. Understand that no matter what you think you are, whatever you do, there's always a choice. Whether you think of yourself as a PTSD person or autistic person, dyslexic person, whatever. If you choose to throw me, you will throw me, okay? It's all a choice. Wow, a lot of people watching. Welcome. For those of you who just first time checking out my live stream or live chat, not really a stream, it's a chit chat, yeah? Welcome. This is a live chat where every morning here in Istanbul, yes, I'm here in Istanbul. It's winter morning here in Istanbul. I go to a place and then we chat about life. So this is a live chat, yeah? It happens 10:30 a.m. Turkey time every single day. This is day 75. Chin Jia Hui, are you following Singapore politics? No, I don't follow any politics. I don't follow any politics, not just Singapore politics or not. Yeah, I don't follow any politics. Because there's no need to. I haven't followed any politics for decades. Kim Teo, what characteristics would you call toxic people? What characteristics? Unhappy people. Unhappy people are toxic, and they are unhappy because their energy level is very low. So ultimately, toxic people are people with very low energy levels, like very low spiritual energy levels, or very low prana energy level. If your prana energy is high enough, you will never be toxic. If you don't understand what I mean by this concept, go to my channel and look for this video called what the true source of motivation. Just look for motivation. I explained in that video how ultimately what you call motivation is just a different level of energy within you, and that's the same case in this. You can check out that video and understand more. Retro 75 is silver for celebration. What? 75 is silver for celebration? What does that mean? No, what's 75 is silver for celebration? Retro. I love the painted dark wood behind you. Is it painted? This? Where? Here? Or here? Oh, 75th show! Wow! Oh, that's what you're talking about. Nice. Hunter Witch. 为了吃饭 for the dinner, I say sayonara. 또 만나요. 잘 갔다 와요. 감사합니다. 와줘서 감사합니다. 내일 봐요. 내일 또 봐요. Adam Smith, how long is gonna be in Istanbul? I don't know. I only know I'm still here today. The metal tubes. This is nice. Yeah, and more and more people in the cafe now. So I got to speak softly now because I don't disturb other people. That's the thing about streaming outdoors, I have to take care not disturbing other people. If I stream from home, I won't care. So sometimes I really enjoy streaming from home more than streaming outdoors. I really enjoying today's live stream for some weird reason. Wow, and a lot of people. Wow, I have like 20 over people watching right now. If you guys are watching my live stream for the first time, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning here in Istanbul, yeah, I'm in Istanbul. Sometimes I show you guys around, but not all the time. I grab a coffee, and then we talk about life. It's just a chit chat show. So you're bored and lonely, and you need someone to chat with. Come on my live stream. Can we see the lights? No, Retro, this is the exact cafe that I have been streaming from during the Christmas period, remember? In front of this tree. Here. The same lights. The same tree. So I was streaming from there. I'm just changing seats, that's all. I used to stream from that seat a lot. I stream from that seat. I stream from here. And today I'm just changing seats, that's all. Just changing seats makes everything look new, yeah? Adam Smith, do we have a job outside YouTube? No, I don't have a job. I've never worked a job in my life. That's why I said I'm supposed to be a professional accountant and economist, but I've never worked a job before. I never worked as one before. Close-up lights, I'm possessed. You see a lot of lights here. Dun. And a handsome guy at the counter, and nice, beautiful Turkish people. Okay, in case you guys get all racial on me, to me all people are beautiful. Okay, I'm just saying it as a beautiful thing to say. Okay, doesn't mean that no, I think Turkish people is beautiful, Asian people is not beautiful. Don't give me that crap, please. Okay. Wow, 1 hour 34 minutes. Wow. You know, I have a very bad hair day today. Do you know how you get a bad hair day? Let me share with you guys so that you guys don't have to go through a bad hair day. If you sleep before your hair is fully dry, you're gonna have a very bad day tomorrow. Yesterday I slept before my hair was fully dry. It was dry, but not fully dry. And today it's all clummy together and bad hair day. Bang bang. So if you want to avoid a bad hair day, make sure you go to bed only when your hair is fully dry. So important. So important. So important that you go to bed only when your hair fully dry. So important. So important. Nobody knows this impersonation anymore. Huh? Nobody cares anymore. Adam Smith, I'm working part-time as a janitor right now. Oh. You know, I've never even had a part-time job in my life. I've never had a holiday job. I've literally never worked a job in my life. The only job the only salary paying job I ever only had was the military. String like queen. Adam Smith. I'm probably gonna quit soon though. May sounds like Trump. Yeah, that's my Trump impersonation. These days nobody care about Trump impersonation anymore. You know, last year I was doing so much Trump impersonation. Why? Because actually I don't follow any politics, yeah. But last year I was watching the Trump rally throughout the whole not last year. Yeah, last year? Oh yeah, last year. So last year I was watching the Trump rally, the whole Trump rally. Every single place he went to I watched. So fun. I watch not because I care about politics. I watch because it was always so funny. Chin Chia Hui, Trump moment. Yes, you guys know. Hey, Chia Hui, when do you start watching my videos? Like how do you discover about my channel? Jared, I don't have hair, so never had a bad hair day. I have bad head days when I put shampoo on my head and it shines like a mirror. Oh man, oh that kills me. Welcome Jared, you have been looking. Adam Smith, life was better when Trump was president. Now people know. People would rather vote for an old man nearly with dementia than to allow Trump to be in office, and now they're suffering for it. Like I say, it's always choice. If you are ruled by your emotions only, you're always going to be suffering the consequence. And on the national scale, it shows. On a national scale, it shows in this election. You're emotional about Trump, I get it. And because you follow your emotion, you will do anything to get rid of Trump, and now you suffer the consequence of having Biden. See, when you are a victim of your emotions, you are always going to make the wrong choices in life. I'm sorry. Most people are not victims of circumstances, you know. Most people are victims of their own emotions, not circumstances. I would say 90% of your problems came from your emotions, not from other people, not from other situations. Adam Smith, the president we have now has dementia. Yeah, like I said, people would rather vote for a demented old man than to allow President Trump to continue. So that's all emotion there. That's all emotions. Adam Smith, Trump was not perfect, but he was better than Biden. Well, people didn't see it that way before. It's too bad. Chin Chia Hui, I discovered your channel when I was interested in Singaporeans living in Korea, and that was a few years ago. Oh yeah, a few years ago. Wow, that's a long time ago. How do you know about my live stream? I only see your live stream. I see you only today. How do you find out about my live stream? Oh, this camera sucks, man. I have to keep tapping the screen to focus the camera. Retro, he wasn't better than Biden, no way. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. But I'm telling you, he's definitely funnier than Biden. To me, that's all it matters. He's way funnier. I want a funny president. Jinja Hui popped up on my YouTube feed because I subscribed to you. Oh, took 75 days at last to see that pop up. Retro, he was terrifying. But anyways, you know, everybody have rights to their own opinions and decisions, yeah?
Now I have to explain to my cousin.
To me, Trump is just that. He's funny. Of course, I have no say, I have no vote, and I have no bloody business picking a side. Okay? I have no bloody business liking Biden or Trump. And that goes to everyone who is not American. Okay? You know, I see people talk about this around the world like they are Americans or like they have a choice in the vote, you know. I'm sorry, it's not your country, it's not your business. Retro, it was only a year ago. Yeah, it was only a year ago. I love the MAGA rally, so funny. The US is not used to having the White House storm. Well, it's unfortunate, definitely. But again, we don't know how it started. We're not there. Like I said, you know, anything that we're not there to see is usually really hard to comment. Riots and all these things can be sparked. You have to be there to see it. Sometimes you'll be surprised how these things start, and you'll be surprised how differently the media tells that story, because I've seen it happen in my life. How differently the media tells something that I've been through, so differently. It's the same thing, but they tell the story in a way that is completely different from the facts on the ground. Right? So I'm not there, I cannot comment. And unless you're there, honestly, you cannot comment too. No, Trump he didn't go on SNL, but a lot of Trump impersonation on SNL. Trump did it. Trump went on SNL. I thought it's just impersonations. No, impersonations, isn't it? No, Alec Baldwin. Yeah. Alec Baldwin, oh, he's golden. He's the golden Trump impersonator. What is the time now in Istanbul? Probably close to 12 noon. Probably. I don't know. I don't know what's the time now. 12 something. I don't have a watch. I don't have a watch. You guys tell me the time. What's the time now? I don't know. Ah, got it. Alec Baldwin. So funny. I only watch these things because it's funny. Honestly, you talk about politics, I simply don't care. And it's not my business to care. Even though I live in New York, I still say it's not my business to care. Know why? Because I have no votes. If I have no vote, what business is it for me to care? You cannot care about anything that you cannot change, that you have no hand in, you know. That honestly is way outside of control, that you cannot do anything about. Then you can't, honestly, what you're caring for is you're just wasting your time and energy. Adam Smith, it's 1 a.m. in San Francisco. Oh, nice, West Coast time. I usually go to bed around 4 a.m. in the morning. Well, when I was 22, I don't sleep. When I was 22, going to bed at 4 is normal. That's usually when I play game. I'll usually play game all the way to 4 or all the way to 6. I'm big on video games, by the way. My top 2 hobbies, there's 2 hobbies. There's only 2 hobbies in the world that I've ever done for more than 40 years, non-stop. It's martial arts and video game. If you follow my Instagram, you can see me. I even post about my video game yesterday. Wow, 1 hour 44 minutes. And let's take a look. Hey, let's take a look outside. Let's take a look at Istanbul. Pardon.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. let's take a look at what Istanbul is like today. Because the rain stopped, and I can show you guys. Whoa, welcome to Istanbul. Boom, boom, boom. It's a kind of like a side street kind of thing, residential area. So this is a residential area here in Istanbul. All houses, huh? You see, in Istanbul, one of the interesting thing is you rarely see high-rise buildings. There's very little or no high-rise building at all. In fact, I can show you the skyline. You won't see a single high-rise building in this area, not one. Most houses are 5 to 6 stories high, small elevators, but never very much taller than this. This is the average height of apartments here, 4 or 5 stories. And see this people walking their dogs. See, almost everybody have a dog. You see another lady with a dog, dude with a dog. People here have dogs a lot, no? And this is a Muslim country. Can you believe it? It's a Muslim country where a lot of people have dogs. Very amazing, huh? Oh, it's a lady with a dog. Looks like a German Shepherd, but a little bit small. Definitely not a Belgian Shepherd. It's another lady with a poodle. Nice. Olivia. It's amazing that we can do this now globally. Yeah, not to be a dinosaur. When I was a kid, technology or even home computer was a dream. I know, right? When I was a kid, like, even TV was a dream. Television, color television was a dream. You know, back then when we got our color television, every evening, all the neighbors would come to our place just to watch TV. Yeah, those were the days, my friends. We thought you'll never end. Back then, even color TV was a luxury. Let alone computers and stuff. And Nintendo game consoles were unthinkable during our time. When you have a Nintendo game console, you're like, oh, a rich family. You know, everybody think you have a rich family if you have a Nintendo. If you can play Mario Bros at home, wow, people think, oh, rich guy's son. So right now on the outside here on the porch, taking it slow. Very lazy mood here in Istanbul all the time. Very slow city actually. Everybody taking it slow, taking it slow. You know, it's a very slow city. Olivous Retro. That's what blows my mind. That's why this blows my mind. Yeah, true. This is amazing. Yes. Oh, such a bad hair day because I slept when my hair was not fully dry yet. So let's see. Okay. So since nobody is talking, like I said, this is a chit chat show. When the chit chat ends, it ends. Chit chat means you talk to me, I talk to you. When the talking stops, I stop, and that's when we stop. So yeah, since nobody's talking anymore, tomorrow is the final day of 2021. So, and it's a Friday, the final Friday of 2021 as well, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see what my mood is waking up tomorrow morning, and we decide where to go, what to do. Alright, so see you guys. Enjoy your final Thursday, or what's remaining of your Thursday, or if it's not yet Thursday in America, enjoy your final Thursday of 2021. as we walk into the final day of 2021. Annyeong.